The phone rings. And Nelson Sakaguchi, an executive director at Brazil's Banco Noroeste bank, answers the call. On the other end is a voice that claims to be the governor of the central bank of Nigeria. The conversation is cordial, with the CBN governor discussing a lucrative opportunity to invest in the construction of a state-of-the-art airport in Abuja, Nigeria's new capital. Sakaguchi is intrigued, sensing a chance to expand his bank's international footprint and reap substantial profits. Little did he know that this call will set off a chain of events that will lead to one of the most audacious and jaw-dropping scams in financial history. Buckle up as we uncover the story behind this extraordinary con that left an entire bank in ruins and changed the face of financial crime forever. In the early 1990s, Nigeria was undergoing a transformation. The government had just moved its capital to Abuja, and large-scale infrastructure projects were underway, including the proposed construction of an airport. Amidst this frenzy, Emmanuel Nwude, a high-ranking director at Union Bank of Nigeria, spotted a golden opportunity to get rich. With his vast financial expertise and insider connections, he crafted an audacious plan to sell a fictitious airport project to unsuspecting investors. He sent detailed faxes to banks worldwide, announcing Nigeria's intent to build a state-of-the-art airport in Abuja. The bait was set, and he waited patiently. Who would take the bite? Nelson Sakaguchi, a seasoned executive at Banco Noroeste in Brazil, took the bait. He received the fax and was instantly captivated by the prospect of financing the project. With enthusiasm, he sent a return fax to Nigeria, expressing his interest in the lucrative opportunity. Little did he know, he was walking right into Emmanuel's trap, posing as Paul Ogwuma, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Emmanuel made a smooth-talking call to Sakaguchi. He wooed him with a staggering proposal. Invest $242 million in the airport project and receive a tantalizing $10 million commission. The offer was too good to be true. Sakaguchi was blinded by the promise of easy wealth, and Emmanuel's plan was now in full swing. The stage was set for a massive swindle. Sakaguchi asked for a face-to-face meeting to clear any lingering doubts, and London was chosen as the neutral ground. In order to make the con look legit, Emmanuel assembled a team of experts in banking and finance. Each would impersonate a high-ranking official. They met in London, presenting fake documents and elaborate plans for the airport project. Sakaguchi's initial reservations began to fade away. The promise of a $10 million commission clouded his judgment, and he became convinced, but he knew his bank will not approve of such a risky investment. Fearful of losing the commission, he decided to keep the deal secret. Over the next 3 years, he funneled $242 million into Emmanuel's coffers. The money was expertly laundered across 17 banks worldwide, covering their tracks with a complex web of transactions. Meanwhile, Emmanuel and his accomplices invested the loot in lucrative real estate and shares, amassing a fortune. They flaunted their ill-gotten wealth with reckless abandon. Luxury cars, opulent properties, and even a private jet were just a few indulgences. All the while, they kept Sakaguchi in the dark, feeding him fake documents and progress reports on the non-existent airport project. The illusion was meticulously maintained, but every house of cards eventually collapsed, and this monumental scam was no exception. The truth began to unravel in 1998, when Banco Noroeste was being acquired by Banco Santander, a Spanish multinational. During a tense board meeting, it was discovered that a huge chunk of the bank's capital had vanished. Suspicion fell squarely on Sakaguchi, the bank's executive director. Under pressure, he resigned and fled, but was eventually arrested at JFK Airport in New York before he finally confessed. This bombshell revelation sparked a multinational investigation involving authorities from Brazil, Britain, Switzerland, and USA. The trail led to Nigeria, but the country's weak financial laws hindered a thorough investigation. Due to the mounting international pressure, then-President Olusegun Obasanjo was forced to act, creating the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the hunt for the perpetrators began. A complex web of transactions led investigators to the doorsteps of Emmanuel Nwude and his accomplices, and they were all arrested. But the drama was far from over. In desperation, Emmanuel attempted to bribe EFCC head Ribadu with $75,000 cash, but he rejected the money. When that failed, he was slapped with additional charges. Undeterred, he staged a fake bomb threat, forcing the courthouse to evacuate and delaying the trial. One of his accomplices, Anajemba, turned to provide evidence for the EFCC, but he died in a mysterious car accident. Just as it seemed all hope was lost, in a stunning twist, the prosecution flew in Sakaguchi to testify against Emmanuel. His damning testimony sealed Emmanuel Nwude's fate. Justice was served, and Emmanuel was sentenced to 25 years behind bars. His assets seized, and a whooping $120 million was returned to the victims, with an additional $10 million fine. Although he was released from prison less than 2 years later, his legacy is one of infamy. He orchestrated one of the most daring heists in history, a stark reminder of the need to be vigilant and always verify before you trust. The next Emmanuel Nwude might just be around the corner.